No! Okay, UFC 319 predictions. Chimaev DDP. Bam! Let's start off with my boy. My Brazilian boy. Edson Barboza. He gonna win by kicks. Because no, I mean, close isn't much that. No. Barboza still got it. Win by kicks. Bobby Green versus Diego Ferreira. Not King. Never King. Bobby Green versus King Ferreira. No, cut that. Bobby Green versus Diego Ferreira. My natural instinct says, Bobby Green, lower, not even ranked. If you beat Bobby Green nowadays, seems like you're getting ranked. Paddy, Ruffy, etc. Turner was ranked or whatever. I mean, Green was Green. Actually, we're gonna use MMA math. Green beat first round TKO 2 years ago against Grant Dawson. I fought Diego Ferreira. I forgot it. I thought Ferreira was on a win streak, but he just lost to Grant Dawson, which I completely had taken out of my head. So good for him, or bad for him, Jesus. So, both guys are coming off losses to Ruffy and Dawson. So Green is probably the better boxer. But I imagine Ferreira, like, the smart thing would he would probably go for the wrestling mix-up. Green has to respect his hands, he has power, he knocked out Michael Johnson 2 years ago. Stiff with a, like, out of nowhere overhand, right? Yeah. I think the logical, the things in MMA, the fight IQ sometimes is this is two unks, two veterans. If they stand, honestly, Ferreira maybe can tag him up. But I imagine Ferreira will go for the takedowns, mix up throwing some hands, and should get the decision. Kai Asakura versus Tim Elliott. Kai Asakura gonna win. And he's gonna finish Tim Elliott. He definitely should. Elliott is trash. He was in the UFC back in like 2012, 2013, I believe. Got cut because he sucks. Won some regional belt, got on tough. Won that season somehow. Jesus, over Pantoja Moreno. How did he? I don't know. Got the chance against DJ. And now he seems to be employed for life. I mean, I think he's terrible. I don't think Asakura is terrible. But, I mean, did he land he went for a flying knee against Pantoja, right? But it missed. Yeah. Dude, I think Asakura throw some knees or something. Yeah, one way Kai Asakura is gonna win. This is, okay, Jared Cannonier versus Michael Venom Page, MVP. Now, dude, there's a lot of black guys now. Lots of black on black. Nice, okay. This is, okay. I wouldn't even hate if I was picking MVP. I imagine a lot of people, like, if we look at Cannonier is a striker, MVP is a striker. In just the striking, I would imagine most people will say that Shaura Magomedov is a better striker than Cannonier. And MVP kind of schooling embarrassed him. Mr. One-Eye Pirate. But Shaura is inbred retard with one eye. I think I'm gonna go with Jared Cannonier. I don't think he's stupid. He's not bad at all. He landed some good shot on Adesanya. Didn't he hurt Whittaker a bit there? Like, he did good there until Whittaker broke his arm. He destroyed Vittori. He beat Gregory Rodriguez, but he's unranked, so that... I mean, yeah, he was in there for 5 rounds with Caio Burrell. I hate that name to pronounce. Caio Burrell? Jesus. Anyway, guys, he should be smart enough to look at MVP's fights, and him and his coaches should see, like, the pattern, or like how to basically counter him when he blitzes in as KSI. No, but like him and his coaches should see something there, have a specific strategy and game plan. I would be shocked if they don't. And against someone like MVP, I think Cannonier can throw leg kicks, actually do some simple stuff with the jab, and honestly, if he can back up MVP likes to move around, but dude, if you get him up against the cage, throw some bombs at him like MVP. Try to bully him, like don't try to stand in the middle and just trade. I don't know why I turned into Cannonier's coach now, but I just think he will. I don't see Cannonier as the guy to go into the cage and be like, my number, like my priority is to violence. To I mean, I think he wants to beat up the guy and finish him, but I think he will think, what's my best way? How do I win this? And I think he. Like he will probably mix in some clinching, some takedowns. Like I just say him being a dude. This is a former heavyweight who has ripped like who has leaned himself down as much as he can to middleweight. MVP is like a slim welterweight. Like no. MVP decision. Jeff Neal versus Carlos Prates. Carlos Prates. Yeah. Anyway, I was about to say embedded. I mean, UFC countdown that they did for this card, UFC 319. I think they have screwed up my head a bit with this fight, my predictions. It made me first. I felt pretty strong with picking Jeff Neal after seeing them, like his coach talk about the preparation and. Yeah, something there just made me like, Plus, Prates looked shit against the Garry, kind of got exposed. But then again, in the countdown, right, they showed, or Prates, am I thinking of embedded? I think both were in countdown, who knows? Because I was thinking Prates from the start. Then when I thought about it in the countdown stuff, I was like, no, dude, I'm going. Most people are probably going for Prates. I'm actually going to go for Jeff Neal. Not just to go for like the underdog or go against the popular thing. But I got a good feeling after like the countdown stuff. But also, I think was in the countdown. I don't think it was in the embedded. Carlos Prates, he said something about, him training with the fighting nerds. Of course, great team. They like basically always win. If it's not against Ian Garry. For some reason, I'm currently not getting it in my head what... I think Prates said something like, hinted at... that he would like maybe try some new stuff, or if he would be more well-rounded. Like, he said something that made me think, but okay. He's probably coming in like... I don't know, maybe Prates 2.0. I'm going with... now I'm conflicted. No, dude, F it. I'm doing a crazy thing here. I live on camera. Not live, while recording. I'm switching. F it. I was about to say Carlos Prates. I'm going with Jeff Neal. By decision. Would love to see him KO Prates. Bitch Prates. Aaron Pico, Leron Murphy. Pico gonna knock him the F out. Decision machine. We don't want it. I just can't see Pico coming in and losing to Murphy. F that. He's gonna knock him out. Just honestly. F Murphy. Dricus Du Plessis versus Khamzat Chimaev, brother. This is the one. There were big fights kind of promised to us. Aspinall Jones. Islam Topuria. DDP Chimaev. That was the 3 big fights. I believe I talked about it in one of my earlier videos 2 months ago, but that doesn't matter. This is amazing. I'm so excited for it. I'm just a bit tired right now. It's so hot here. Oh, I can't breathe. It's hot. But I'm so excited. I'm gonna stream for this. Join the stream this Saturday or Sunday, whatever time it is for you. Join. I'm gonna stream. This is insane. I'm going with Dricus Du Plessis. I think he's the. I wouldn't say like the perfect style to beat Chimaev. I think he's probably he DDP probably has the best chance. With just also how he's big, he's very strong. He really felt like someone when he came up the middleweight division. Not that he beat a lot of guys with, oh, he's so skilled with this, or so skilled on the ground, or so skilled in the striking. I mean, I think he's probably like, I think he's the number one, like the best striker in the middleweight division. People maybe laugh, but like, who has we looked at? Whittaker, Elite, finished him on the feet. Adesanya, probably most people look at, hurt him on the feet, which led to the finish. Like Strickland, you could actually have argued being the number one striker, dominating Adesanya for 5 rounds in the striking. And in their rematch, DDP beat the piss out of him on the feet. Strickland had nothing for him. Yeah, what I said was DDP coming off through the middleweight division. I think most people looked at it. I think most people at least looked at DDP and didn't think, he beats all these guys because of his great striking or his great ground game. Like, basically, he just giga-chatted his way through the division with a lot of, of course, his style, which is what it is. It's effective AF. But, also being very, like, he's very physical, strong. We have seen that, how he just threw down Whittaker with like a head and arm throw, whatever it is. So yeah, honestly, just the fact that DDP is a big, strong, powerful dude, just that, I think, makes this fight very interesting compared to if Chimaev, went in the first round with Adesanya, Strickland. Of course, it didn't go as planned against Whittaker. But like, also, if we actually look at it, I think most people would imagine and like could see that. I bit my lip. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. I think most people could see Chimaev go in there in the first round and take down and submit Adesanya. Probably same with Strickland. But if we actually look at someone that's not the middleweight, sure, but a pretty big, strong, muscular guy, Kamaru Usman. He did well. He survived the first round. Did what many others couldn't. It wasn't even like a full camp, short notice, a welterweight. I think, DDP could do even better. But I don't even feel like DDP has to do much. I just think, and also, what DDP should do, defend the takedown, but that shouldn't be like the number one priority for DDP. DDP should defend and make Chimaev work for it. But also, don't let Chimaev, like, as he likes to do, whatever, get to your back and drag you down and, move around and blah, blah, blah. Honestly, defend maybe for a few seconds or whatever. And honestly, maybe, oh wait. You know what? DDP, no, DDP, Dricus Du Plessis, the king of Africa, soon the king of the Middle East. DDP should throw the kitchen sink at Khamzat Chimaev. When he comes in, I don't know if he should throw elbows, because then Chimaev maybe can take him down. But, dude, threaten immediately. Guillotine. Squeeze the piss out of his head. And honestly, when you've done, do that. A guillotine. If you can, do a tight guillotine and get him to the ground. Maybe. I was about to say that he should, get, lay on his back with a guillotine or something like that. Or if he doesn't do it with a guillotine, he could just basically, when he's defending the takedown, take Chimaev, grab him, like take his legs around him, and bam, basically pull guard, but not in a like pussy way like Paul Craig or whatever. But so he gets Chimaev in his guard, which is like, we never see Chimaev working guard. That's not his favorite place at all. You know, from guard, he can't just latch up and arm triangle or rear naked choke or whatever. So get him in your guard and, you know, from bottom, elbow, elbow, elbow. Throw up, I don't know what he can throw up, a triangle, a arm bar. Like, honestly, maybe DDP is not even good at throwing up an arm bar from the bottom. Or that's not anything he has done much. But, like, honestly, like, just threaten stuff. You don't have to be looking to get it. Like, if you go for Kimura, triangle, arm bar, depending on how flexible he is. And what I thought about now, if DDP gets a guillotine, if he can, he should do maybe like Dustin basically did a guillotine on BSD at the end of their fight, not to take him, not to, you know, go for the sub as he did loads, like Habib BSD 5 times, but he did it so he could get away from the cage, and he of course put BSD, I believe, against the cage, which led to the finish, or got out in the open, not against the cage. DDP should like try to squeeze like a standing guillotine, and, you know, as we, yeah, oh my god, exactly, basically how Adesanya, similar to how Adesanya did it to Gastelum. Like, you know, you get it, not this classic guillotine, but like the other version some people do. So you squeeze the piss out of his head, and, you know, turn it around and get on top of Chimaev and elbow. All the stuff I'm saying here, even if much of this doesn't work, like even if he's on bottom, Chimaev maybe throw some shots, who knows, but if you're in guard, lock your legs, keep him there, elbow, throw up subs, who knows. But all of this to survive, to make Chimaev think, try to tie him up, whatever happens there, DDP should be happy and have a big smile on his face walking into round 2. There's more than one way probably to survive Chimaev's onslaught. As DDP has said himself, he want to shoot on him and not get away from the grappling, actually engage in it and beat him up. Maybe that can work. Who knows, maybe he shoots on Chimaev. Honestly, try what RDR did against Bo Nickel and against Whittaker a million times. The big knee, boom to the body. If Strickland can't defend your head kick, and if you boom hit Strickland clean over and over with that pissing head kick, then you can definitely land it on Chimaev. So yeah, DDP, I think he's smart, he's coach, they know what they're doing, they have a game plan. All they have to do is survive round 1, and then Mr. Inbred himself is a victim. F this. Thank you guys for watching. Fantastic. I'm gonna go and drink, I don't know. Subscribe, like, boom, 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 boom. New video right here. Playlist right here, probably.